Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, this is what shows that the tournament is alive and well.
It's what happens when Marie Curie gets sick backwards.
Oh god. Oh my god.
All right, that one was a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I mean that requires some knowledge, and yeah, that makes it a little bit more difficult to pull.
Oh, look at this T from Savage Octagon. What a great warm-up she's pulling here. I have to say the Savage Octagon warm-up definitely seems more effective than the stare at the blinking start screen warm-up. So she's got my vote for warm-up strats here.
Well, I think Dars heard you, and so he's also warming up.
The exact same, bringing out his pun skills. Shoot for the Dars.
Well, I know what. I think we know what this means. We're getting another channel.
I think our Dave Puns channel can become general purpose puns without too much trouble.
Alright, so this is a battle of the speeds as well. As you can see, Lars going for medium speed, meanwhile Savage Octagon, high player.
Savage, don't forget to reset your timer.
joining.
Ah, there we go.
Even JB Henry joining with the puns.
Oh, no
Amazing.
way. He's the one that hates them the most. That's why he quarantined us to the Dave Puns channel. Dars is letting us know that French is the superior punning language, which means I have to tell now the one pun about French that I know, which is about a competition to see whose cats could swim the fastest. And they swam across the English Channel. The United States and the French both entered. United States entered their cat 1, 2, 3 cat, and the French entered their un, deux, trois, and they had this big race, and it was very exciting, very close until at the very last second, the French lost because un, deux, trois cat sank.
God. Oh. Top notch.
And I've gone ahead and returned to commentary as Tim was offering these awful puns. Early on here.
I'm gonna eat some pizza while you take over.
All right. Right now, we've got a bit of a lead early on for Dars, John. It's 9-13, but a favorable board for both players.
Yeah, Savage Octagon has some setups already and just trying to get the right feels for it.
One thing I've noticed is she's really good at those setups that are like 2-3 steps ahead of what you might see on the board, you know, to the degree of a Dimwit or a Packy. But Dar's out at about a minute 11, minute 10. That's a blazing fast time for 6.
Definitely one of the top times if you want to get out of 6. And Savage Octagon having to deal with a drought of red pills which is needed to access that last yellow virus.
Yeah, very brutal endgame. That's just all it does is eat time. And Octagon keeping an eye on her next. Made the good call there and out at about 1:45.
Yeah, Dar's making also a great job in level 7, just getting rid of viruses right and left.
And interesting to note, too, looking here at speedrun.com while these players are going, Dar's actually, as far as individual levels go, just put together what would be the 4th best time ever at that minute 10, minute 11. So,
yeah, definitely shows the speed that Dar's just got in that level 6.
Absolutely. Right now it's 7-4, and it looks like, again, a really fast time here from Dar's, as he's going to be out at, it looks to be minute 20, which, again, great time. He's playing at a sub 6 pace right now, it looks like.
I mean, if the record for the monthly goes in sub 6, then
that's the only way to get to the top at this point. The top time is 6:01, so it's 6 or less at this point.
Yeah, we're basically there at the very edge of the times.
Right now, it is 2 viruses left for Octagon, and she only needs a couple of blues, and she'll be on her way. Meanwhile, Dar's a bit hung up on 8, John.
Yeah, the pills that Dars has been getting are not helping him move forward in his board. A lot of yellow that wasn't exactly what he needed. And meanwhile, Savage Octagon bringing it back, only about 13 viruses of a lead for Dars, so
definitely making a comeback. She's going to need some big doubles and some big combos here to maintain pace. Although a bit of a scattered board and a very yellow-heavy board for Dars.
Yeah, there's a lot of doubles, but all of them are yellow for Dars, so that's not exactly what you want. Meanwhile, in Octagon's side, all the doubles that I can see are mostly red. So
Octagon looking for that blue-red right now, and she's going to get it. May want to consider correcting course though, because okay, she does go after those double reds. They're on row number 4, and right now Dar's at 9 with about a 4.5. So he would need an epic 9, but he could definitely start looking at a sub 6. Meanwhile, Octagon has caught up, but now it's a bit of a rough endgame because she's pinned in the corner, John.
Yeah, everything is on column 8, and that always takes time because you have to address exactly the virus that's on top, unless you start playing some horizontals here and there.
Yeah, you're almost forced to play horizontals at that point. Although Octagon now opening up 7 a bit, but really it now just comes down to being yellow dependent.
Yeah, a lot of yellow dependency there. Only 1 red, and then she can start just piling all the yellows.
This is we saw this happen to her in 6. Just absolute uncooperative RNG. She'll be out at a 5:22, but Dars is about a dozen and a half away from punching in his first win.
Yeah, definitely. If not sub 6, this is going to be a very tough time to beat for Octagon. Right now, she would need just a miracle or Dars just throwing the game.
Or just a massive amount of cluster clears like she's doing right now. She has taken red out of her start game situation here. And interesting choice. I don't know if I would have gone for that horizontal.
Yeah, well, that's something I've seen from Savage Octagon. Usually, she has some setups for various viruses, and then if the horizontal presents, she takes
Alright.
it.
Dars is going to get on the leaderboard, it looks like. He just needs 2 blues. There's 1, and there's 2 at a 6:23. What a phenomenal time. He's in some pretty high name, high royalty there, as Dimwit and Packy have also posted a 623, and that's pretty much what you need to get on the leaderboard at this point, because Snipe and DM Hero have been shoved off, what with Sarah's time earlier as well. So it's 1-0 here.
Yeah, I mean, placing time, that's basically just the RNG of the boards that appear, and good play from Dars as well.
And the winner of this takes on Dimwit here in what will likely be our last match of the day. We're going to wait on readies for both players, and I'm just chatting as well. Just in full disclosure, we may have to shuffle the bracket order around as one of our players, Packy, is in the TWC Silver bracket. And I just want to see here. Packy will be playing in 20 minutes. Okay. So we're probably going to push that match to last here, but we've still got to finish out round number 1. And Dars and Savage Octagon ready for their second game. Octagon looking for her first ever game win, or I'm sorry, her first ever match win. Dars looking to get out of the first round. And he'll have a rematch against Dimwit for his efforts.
Yeah, Savage has to give it a go and just try everything that she can to bring this to a game 3, which we would all love to see. The more Dr. Mario, the better. And
a nice, interesting early setup for Octagon. Dars doesn't really have anything to clear, although, as I say that, he clears the virus. A pretty diverse board.
Yeah, Savage is having some early dependencies on yellow. Meanwhile, Dars has everything on the right side ready to clear. That's very buried though, so he's making a good progress on it. All right, Dr. Mario giving Savage some reds that she needed.
Currently 16-9. It's a widescreen format lead right now for Dars. Although to note, Dars is actually a bit. No, never mind. Dars is actually ahead on time. He started later, so right now a rough going right now for Octagon.
Yeah, she got clumps of viruses that she needed. First the reds, then some yellows, and now also some clumps of reds. Really
Dars out of
the best with what she's getting.
Dars out at $130. Octagon down to her last 3. It's going to be a bit of a forced vertical play on that red at 6.
Yeah, and also on that blue, there's no other way to go with vertical. And Savage is going to be out at about 154.
That's about right.
I think she resetted her timer, so we're gonna check on that.
We'll verify if it's close, but if somebody could, we had a 154, I believe, so I'm just gonna write that down.
Yeah.
And we'll verify here in a minute. Meanwhile, it's an 8 virus lead right now for Dars, as he's got a bit of a funnel and a couple of misdrop plays here, but he clears out one of them. He's going to have to deal with that red in 7, but a great cross clear.
Yeah, making an efficient use of the few blue pills that he had.
He's definitely making the most of a rough situation with those pills in 6 and 7. Right now it is 15-9 right now, though, as Dars is maintaining a lead, but Octagon trying to storm back here with some quick drop combos. She's now down to 11. It's 11-6, and now down to 10-6, as both players now in single digits.
Yep, this is getting very close. Octagon just trying to get it as close as possible, just mounting a great comeback. Dars only needs a few reds to get out of level 7. There's one. And there's the other one for Dars. He's out at 329. And Octagon is almost out at the same time, so...
I apologize for not paying a lot of attention to this match. We're trying to shuffle a competitor around so they can get into 2 tournaments. Hooray, being double booked.
Okay, no problem. So Dars has a lot of red and yellow on top, and getting a lot of blue that he really doesn't need right now. Meanwhile, Octagon has a lot of red garbage. I didn't pay attention why that happened, but
the middle of her board is pretty questionable right now, but a good drop here, that's going to put her down to 15. She's tied with Dars, but Dars in the lead as far as board health is concerned.
Yeah, definitely. Dars has a very clean board, really not much garbage that would impede him from doing... From working on other viruses, really. Octagon having some problems at the column 8, where there are some clumps of viruses there, and those are always a little more difficult to clear.
It looks like we might have lost column 8 on Octagon's side. We're getting that worked on. But right now, Dars at 3, and Octagon maintaining pace at 5. This is a heck of a match between both of these players right now. Octagon is looking for a tuck there. She's now down to 2. Dars at 1. Octagon at 1. 522.
Yeah, Octagon looking for a red. She gets it.
And this is going to be a sprint to 9, so we may have to go back and verify this one.
Yeah, that might take us a little bit of time, but we want to make sure that the times are right and that we give the crown to whoever has won it for sure.
That's correct.
Dars getting a lot of viruses out of his board very quickly. Meanwhile, Octagon dealing with some red and blue top, not a lot of yellow really to work with. Also, Dars doesn't have a lot of blue right now, but
no, he's having to work off that left cluster for sure.
Yeah, but as I say, there's only 2 viruses left in Dars's board that are blue, so...
Yeah, he's going to have to start being conservative with his blue plays here. Going to have to force them into other combinations really to maximize efficiency. Meanwhile, it's 16-8, now 15-8. Dars looking to punch his ticket.
Yeah, and Octagon is also clearing about 7 viruses behind from Dars, so this could be it, while Dars is having some a clump of viruses in column 1, so that might slow him down a little bit.
It may, and Octagon's doing some smart plays here, setting up for horizontals. Down to 8 viruses, but Dars just needs 2 yellows, and this match is complete. There's one of them, and there's the other at a 728. So that'll be it. Dars advancing to round number 2. He'll be facing Dimwit here a little bit later on. So our Canadians 2-0 so far.
Yeah, that might be the strat.
Be Canadian.
Be Canadian. Yeah. That's it.
BRB, moving a few 100 miles north.
Yeah. What's the reason? Just to play Dr. Mario. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, well, why are you moving to our fine country? Oh, so I can be better at Dr. Mario. It'll be.
I think Octagon just realized that she's on level 10 and that she only needs to go to level 9. So.
It's all right. Sometimes you just get pumped up. So this is the first time in quite